Today I'm making a pumpkin roll.
Welcome to White Shadow Fare. Make it homemade and make it with love.
Preheat your oven to 375 and in a small bowl put 3/4 of a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and whisk well. In a larger bowl, 1 cup of sugar, 3 room temperature eggs. It's always smart to crack your eggs into a separate bowl so that you don't get any shells into your mixture. Now you're going to mix this until it changes color and it's well blended, so all of that sugar has been combined with the eggs. To this, add 2/3 of a cup of pumpkin puree, which is pure pumpkin. Make sure you're not buying the can of pumpkin pie mix. A 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon pumpkin pie spice, and after you have that well mixed, you're going to add the dry ingredients into this wet mixture. Now you're just going to mix this for a few seconds and then you'll finish mixing it by hand. You don't want to overmix this batter. Once the flour is completely incorporated, you need to grab a jelly roll pan, which is a 15-inch by 10-inch pan, and you're going to line that with waxed paper or parchment paper. So I'm just using a little bit of cooking spray here to hold the paper down, and then I put a little bit of the spray on the paper itself. And then you're going to spread this out evenly. A great fall dessert with all of that cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. These freeze well and will keep in the freezer for up to 3 months, so if somebody stops over, you can pull one out, slice it while it's still frozen, and after about 10 minutes, it will come to room temperature and it'll be ready to serve. It makes a great hostess gift as well. So while your cake is baking, you are going to dust a tea towel with just a very small amount of powdered sugar. And it probably looks like it's a lot more than it is. That was probably only 1 tablespoon total. And you're going to flip that hot cake right out onto the towel. Now here you can see I struggle with it a little bit because it is so hot. I'm trying to get a knife under there and trying not to burn my fingers. So please be very careful while you're doing this. And once you get the pan removed, you need to remove the paper on the back of it. Then you're going to just roll the towel up, and you're rolling this on the short edge, and you're going to put this on a cooling rack and let it cool for 45 minutes, no more than an hour. So towards the end of that 45 minutes, I'm going to take 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese and 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter, and I'm going to mix them well. And once they're well blended, I'm going to add some vanilla extract. Once all blended, you're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. Slowly unroll the cake from the tea towel after 45 minutes, no longer than an hour, and you'll notice that the cake has a slight bend to it, and then you're going to put that frosting all over the inside of that cake, taking the frosting close to the edge, but it doesn't need to go directly to the edge. Now, most pumpkin roll recipes do not include nuts, but I did add toasted pecans to this, as you'll see here in a minute. Once you're done spreading the frosting and adding any nuts, if that's what you would like to do, you're going to re-roll the pumpkin roll and then wrap it in some plastic wrap or cling film. Put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour before serving so that the frosting becomes firm, or this is the perfect time to go ahead and stick this in the freezer. And like I said before, it will keep for up to 3 months. I would probably wrap it in plastic wrap and then wrap it in some aluminum foil to keep it from getting any freezer burn. These make great gifts. I hope that you will give this recipe a try. It truly is delicious, and it screams fall with all of those warm spices there to warm you up. So when it's ready to serve, just sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over the top of it. You're going to cut each end off for presentation reasons only, because the frosting didn't come all the way to the end there, and those are like little treats for yourself since you worked so hard making this. And look how beautifully this is going to serve up with that little pinwheel in the middle. If you have not already done so, I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you for joining me at White Shadow Fair.